what's going on? It's Rachel here from Makers Gonna Learn, and today I have a fun video with you sharing you 3 different ways on how to make labels. Now we're gonna use some very conventional things and some very unconventional things. So I cannot wait to get into this video and show you 3 ways to make labels with your Cricut. So today we're actually going to be using printable vinyl, printable sticker paper, and non-printable little multi-use labels that you can find at your local Walmart. The fun thing about today's tutorial is that we get to print and cut 2 different ones, but if you don't have a printer or you don't have access to these materials, then I can show you guys how you can use some sheets of label paper, or even what we're going to use today is little bitty labels just like this in your Cricut to write and cut, and it's going to be so awesome. So no matter what materials you have access to, today you will be able to make awesome labels. So we're going to start off over here with our printable sticker paper, and this stuff works just like printable vinyl if you've ever used it. It feels a little bit thicker though, which I kind of like. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you in Design Space what we're going to be using today. We're going to use the same word, the same measurements, and everything on the same, all the materials today. But we're going to be sending that to a printer later on, but we'll get into Design Space and show you guys what we've got going. Okay guys, here we are in Design Space, and this is actually one of the page in our awesome organization collection from Makers Gonna Learn. And this actually has like 50 little words in it, little labels, and we just chose vinyl because we absolutely love working with vinyl. And if you all are not already subscribed to Makers Gonna Learn, it is a wonderful die cutting membership that you can work with any die cutting machine that uses PNG or SVG cut files. We have over 800 digital cut files, 80 fonts for yearly members, free commercial licenses for yearly members, awesome perks. You get an awesome Facebook group and lots of printable guides and things like that. But anyways, guys, this is the word we're going to be using today. And since our smallest label that we're going to use right here is 1 inch by 3 inches. We have sized this to fit this well. So it's 2.8 inches wide and 0.8 inches high. So that will be perfect for all of our labels that we're making today. So we actually want to print this. So in order to print this on the first 2 different types of labels we're going to do, which is printable vinyl and printable sticker paper, what we're going to do to actually make this label from this little word we have here, even if we selected layers, and we're going to go over here, even though we have it set to print right now, what's going to happen is it's still going to go through and cut our little letters, and we don't want it to do that. We want it to print it as a label, and then the Cricut be able to cut it as a label and not cut through all the individual letters. So to get it to do that, we are going to do some magic here. So we're going to go over here to shapes, and we're going to get a square, okay? So we're going to put the square here. We're going to make this square a little bit smaller like that. And then what we're going to do while we have that square is we're going to hit edit. We're going to go arrange and move to back. And all that does is make sure that our vinyl, how it says, is going to be, you know, in front so that we can see it. And now, since we're going to be printing on white label paper, I'm just going to go ahead to layers here, and you can see we have the word label and then this. We're going to go ahead and move this over to white. So as you can see, like that's where it was before. We're just going to put that over into the white corner, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to take both of these layers here, select both of the layers. We're going to go over to Actions, and we're going to flatten. So right here is the flatten button. It is a magical button, guys. We're going to hit that flatten button. Now, as you can see, it moved from 2 layers to 1 layer here, and it is flat, and it will print and cut just like this, and this is exactly what we want. Flatten, guys, it changes the game. It's perfect to make labels. So we're just going to go and send both of these printable vinyls. We're going to send the printable vinyl and the printable sticker paper over to the printer and show you guys what that looks like. Okay guys, so we have put our printable sticker paper in the printer, and now we're just going to keep going, go through all the little prompts here on Design Space and get that printed. So we're going to click Make It, replace what's on the mat. We're going to hit Print, and we're going to select our printer here, and we're just going to hit Print. And here is the sticker paper. This printed beautifully. I love that you can see where it's going to cut as well. So this is the sticker paper, and then I also sent it over on the printable vinyl. So here you can see on the printable vinyl as well. So these are the two Cricut brands that we're going to use today. So in order to get this little guy to write, we're actually going to go back to our canvas, and I'm going to undo some awesome things that we did. So I'm just undoing it until we get back to where it's just vinyl. And again, guys, this is measured to fit perfectly on one of these guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the layers panel here, and instead of printing, we're going to tell the Cricut to write. And this is the black 0.4 pen here. So right here, black. There we go, black 0.4, there we go. So now we're going to click Make It here, and we're going to replace what's on the mat. And as you can see right here, it's going to cut for us. If you can see, it's really, really small. Right there, you can see it's going to cut for us. So right here is our mat, our Cricut mat. So we're going to take our little label paper here, and we're just going to put the label paper up here on the Cricut mat, and then we're going to load this into our Cricut as usual and let it write. So here we are at our Cricut, guys, and don't forget, you're going to take off the back or the cap of your pen and place it on the back there so you don't lose it. And we're going to pop this pen into clamp B, and we're going to load in our mat with our little label paper here on it. And of course, the key when doing this is to line it up exactly how it's going to cut on the mat. So seeing the preview of the mat is the key here to be able to do this properly. And I've just chosen copy paper here. I'm not going to choose a printable vinyl or anything like that, just plain old copy paper, and then press that flashing Cricut button. And it's as quick as that, guys. We're going to unload our mat and show you guys what it looks like. Here's how our little label paper turned out. It looks awesome, guys. And of course, this isn't black on the inside like our other ones are here, as you can see, but it is really cute, and you can always go in there with a Sharpie and draw it in if you would like to do. That is totally fine too. But as a little simple label, this looks super cute. So guys, what we're going to do now is take our printable vinyl here that we have, and this is the printable vinyl, and we're just going to put it right here on our Cricut mat, and we're going to load this into our machine. And then we're back in Design Space, guys, and we have backtracked our work until we were back here where we had the print and cut. I got a little ahead of myself and wanted to write this little guy out before we even cut these. So do it the right way, guys. Print both of these and then cut them both and then move on to this one. But I got a little excited, but it's nothing that Cricut Design Space cannot fix. So we're back here with this little guy now. And we're going to go ahead and click Make It. We have not adjusted the size of this at all because it is very important that you have the sizing correct. So instead of hitting print, we're just going to hit continue. We're going to select I've already printed. We're going to go all materials and search printable vinyl. There it is right there. I just turned fast mode on as well. The pressure is on default, and now we're just going to press that flashing Cricut button. Right now, as you can see, the Cricut is actually sensing where those registration marks are so it can cut perfectly. A lot of people don't know about those registration marks, and that is a good thing to note. Any print and cut project that you use with Cricut will have those registration marks so the Cricut can sense where it's cutting and cut everything properly. Now it took the blade over to the corner of the machine to sense which blade was in the housing, and the correct blade is in the housing. So now it's just going to get to cutting. And it's as simple as that, guys. That was a super easy label. So we're going to unload our machine, and we're actually just going to peel this up off the mat right now and place our printable sticker paper down onto the mat. Now we're going to go ahead and load this in the machine. And just to be on the safe side, we are going to go back to the canvas and go ahead and hit make this again, because if we just told our Cricut to just recut it, we might have put the paper, this printable sticker paper, like 1/4 centimeter off from where we had our printable vinyl, and it would not go back through and sense our little lines to cut it properly. So in order for it to re-sense those lines with the registration marks, we have to go ahead and just like make it again, go through the little process. But I promise it's worth it, because you don't want to have any fails in this project, guys. And again, we're going to select I've already printed, and then we're going to search printable sticker paper. And it looks like the only thing that's coming up is for clear printable sticker paper. So I don't really know what else to do for this guy. This looks a lot more durable. I don't know why it doesn't have clear sticker paper here. So we will check again. Let's see here. Okay, if sticker paper, it's right here, but it doesn't say printable, it just says sticker paper. So I guess we'll just leave it at sticker paper, even though the kind we have does say printable. So we're just gonna leave it at this. I'm kind of scared, so I'm gonna give this a little more pressure, just because it doesn't seem to me like it's the exact correct setting. So that's okay. So now we're just gonna go over to the machine, load them in the mat, and press that flashing Cricut button. Just gonna load our mat. And it's okay that this isn't sticking here, guys. I know you all can see that, but that is okay. This is thick stuff though. So we're gonna press the flashing Cricut button, and it's just gonna load it all in here, and it's gonna look at our score lines and look at those registration marks just like it did before. And then it's gonna sense the blade and cut it out effortlessly just like it did before. I love this dock here, guys. For the iPad, I love this dock. It keeps everything out of my way. It keeps it out of my way so I can work. I can have more work surface on the table. I love it. And it's done, guys. That's it. These are all easy as pie to make. So let's go over, peel these up, and see how they look. So here is the printable sticker paper. Here is the printable vinyl, and here is the little label sheets that we can get at Walmart that are not printable but super handy. So let's go ahead and peel this guy up. And that is some thick stuff. I really, really like that. It's super, super thick. It's really, really thick. I really, really like that. So here's this one, guys. Let's go ahead and peel this vinyl up. And we all know how this vinyl feels. It's very flimsy. Look, you can see through the back of it. So this stuff is a lot thicker than that. But for some reason, and I'll pull this up a little bit closer so you guys can see, for some reason on the printable vinyl, the black seems to be like a little bit more black and dark than on that printable sticker paper, but I'm not gonna be too terribly picky. And then last but not least, here's your little label paper from Walmart that you guys can get. And I don't know, guys, these all look really, really great to me. These are all great options, you know, no matter what type of material you guys have. You can use vinyl, sticker paper, or these little labels that are super inexpensive. And again, guys, you all can get creative with writing on these if you want to do this little hack from Walmart. And these two are great, but if you're just wanting some stickers, I would most definitely use this awesome sticker paper, because it is super thick and super durable, it feels like, and it just feels better and a little less flimsy than the vinyl. But of course, we always love a printable vinyl. What did you all think about these awesome ways to make labels? I love that I included a way that maybe isn't like the best way to do it, but it's very, very economical, especially if you can't afford materials like this or you don't have them readily available. This would be absolutely perfect to write addresses or your name on, or return addresses or anything like that. This is great for pantry labels. This would be awesome too. And these two up here are also great options. But labels are super easy to make with the Cricut, and Design Space is so easy to work with and easy to manipulate. We love Design Space and we love using our Cricut. And I know we'll get some questions. The printer we use is a Canon TS8120. The printer's less than $100 and the ink is pretty darn reasonable as well. It's not very expensive at all. So we love that printer. We love all of these products. They all work awesome depending on what you need them for. And I hope that you all enjoyed this video. So please guys, give this video a thumbs up. Leave us any comments or questions below, of course. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And as always guys, have a great day and stay crafty. Thanks for watching guys. Bye.